Alright, so I'm going to check on the nuke with the new queen and see if she is laying. Going to check on Hadassah and probably my other couple of hives with the virgin queens in there and check for resources. I'll do mite washes probably next weekend, and that way I can include Deirdre. And also some news. I have been connected through Hives for Heroes with a mentee, and we got in touch last night. So he is still serving. He is in the National Guard, Reserves, whatever you want to call it. So he is on his last weekend for the reserves, and then he is going to be retiring. So I'm excited to work with him. He and I are the same age, and his birthday is in December, and mine is like at the end of this month. So it's kind of neat having somebody my own age. He has no hives, nothing. He's starting out with nothing. I told him that's the best place to be. So y'all keep me in your thoughts and prayers as we go forward, and I mentor him in Hives for Heroes. If you haven't checked out Hives for Heroes, please go to their website. It's a great program. It's like he said, he was looking for something to kind of fill his time and his energy when he retires. So he has been a lifelong servant for our country, and I hope we can fulfill his wishes. So let's get going. Just waking up, getting to move on. I'm going and check that little nuke that I've downsized. Let's see how that's doing. Get my camera set up. It's a nice morning. No music booming. No neighbors mowing except in the distance. No weed eating going on. So maybe I can get through this video and my camera hopefully won't shut off. And I want to put just a plug in here for Terry Chapman and Guardian Bee Apparel. Got some really good protective equipment. I'm using his gloves. I think I've got them broke in now. But I love his gloves. I've got the full leather palm, the vented back. They fit pretty snug. I don't like them loose because I'm kind of clumsy in these gloves, and the looser fit kind of makes me more clumsy. All right, girls, let's see how y'all are doing. So this is Pink. This is the queen, one of the queens that I got from Greg at Nature's Image Farms. So we're gonna see if she's laying yet. She wasn't. I just released her. I had to do I put her in a week and a half ago, and very good. resources there. Hive beetle, a couple of them. Yep, got some hive beetles in here, so we'll have to put a trap or something in here. And of course, I didn't bring any with me. So I thought that this vinyl billboard tarp was gonna give me some relief from hive beetles, and I guess in a way it did, but just not a lot. This was the swarm that I caught in March. Not seeing any eggs. I'm not sure what's happened here. I don't see the queen. I don't see any eggs. They accepted her pretty well, so I'm not exactly sure what happened. I do know these frames are full of nectar, so she probably doesn't have anywhere to lay if she's still in here. I think she probably is. Oh, there she is. I see her. Okay, she's still there. So I'm gonna have to go in and get some frames. They've got plenty of resources, and I've got a hive that doesn't have many resources. So yeah, I spotted her. She's still there. So I've got to get her some frames of drawn comb out here so she can lay, because these girls are packed in the nectar, and this girl's probably about to explode with some eggs. So let me pull some empty frames and put a frame of brood in here too, and see if I can get her to start laying, because she has no room. These are nothing but food frames in here. What brood was in there hatched out, and they're backfilling. So we're going to go to another colony and get her some drawn comb to lay in. I've got, let me look, let me go to this other colony because I need to, colony 3, here we go. This is one that really didn't have any resources. So let me pull some drawn comb from here. And get her something to lay in. It's been a tough year for Alabama beekeepers. I think it's been a tough time for all beekeepers. Yeah, there's a nice frame with no nectar, just very sparse nectar. Put that in there for some room. And get her a frame of brood. Now this one is Hadassah. And we checked her the other day and she had started laying. So we'll see if there's some brood in here that I can spare. We just want to equalize as much as we can going into winter. There's a queen. Yeah, it's Hadassah. The gold's rubbing off over Greg. Dadgummit. She's got eggs galore. I don't see any brood. I don't want to deplete this colony of all their brood either because she just started laying. I do need to get them some resources because they're slack on resources. There's some open brood in all stages. So we got 2 frames of brood in here, open brood. So none capped, of course, yet. Take that. Take this frame. It's got all stages of brood, some bee bread. Yep. Just gonna drop that down in there. Give her a place to lay and some open brood. Some resources. Close her back up. All right, good girls. And I didn't bring another brick, so So she's laying brood way over here on the side, so I'm going to move it a little bit closer to the center. This frame. And some nectar. Looking good though. Give them some resources close by. Turn around, see if I can get it fit. That's better, maybe. Take this and put it over here in this little colony since I didn't bring any out. All right, so Pink and Hadassah are doing well. They accepted Pink in that first colony. And Hadassah is laying. And I feel like pink will do well once, now that she's got a frame that she can lay in. The little old bitty nuke was honey bound, so now that she's got somewhere to lay, it'll probably go well. Let's see, where were our other virgin? That was a virgin queen right in here, so we'll check on that one. And this one, yeah, this one was still capped on August the 10th. So let's see, we got some busy bees. I think I'm going to make up some of Greg's murder sauce and put in these hives for these hive beetles. Where I thought this, I mean, the black tarp has helped with keeping the weeds down for sure. But and they're pulling in nectar, but I am open feeding, so that's probably their feed. That's still reassuring to me because, like I said, the resources after that high mite count, the resources, I was afraid the hive beetles were getting in there and they were getting some robin. I do see drones. It's always, drones may only be there to help procreate, but they do give us beekeepers a little hint of how the colony is doing, because in my mind, logically, queens can lay either drones or female workers. It's amazing to me how they can decide or select to do that. We've got capped brood, and I don't remember if I put that in there or not, I'll be honest. I don't see any open brood on these frames. But the drones, like I said, the drones give us an indication, because I feel like if the colony is not strong, they're only going to produce female workers if they're producing at all. And a sign of a strong colony, I feel like, is when they're producing drones. I may have that backwards, I don't know. But if they're a dying colony, I would think you wouldn't see very many drones. And I do see quite a few drones in here. Now let's see, these were capped August the 10th. So this queen may still be on her mating flight. We are not very far into the queen's cycle still, that's okay. I think all this brood is brood that I had put in there, and it just has not hatched. So she may very well either be out still on her mating flight or just hasn't started to lay yet. There's drone brood. So I don't know if that's laying worker. I would think if I had a laying worker that I would see a lot more evidence of that, and I don't. So I'm hoping she is just still on her mating flight or either back and just hadn't got started yet. Because they look like a pretty strong colony, and so far they don't have the hum of a queenless colony. And I'm still seeing quite a few drones, which is good. So I feel like she's just not back, or just hasn't gotten restarted, or gotten started rather laying. So we'll close these back up, and we will check again next week. This this isn't the colony that had so many hive beetles in it that made larvae all over the place. It's a real active colony. Just had some capped queen cells that they were making their own queen. So I'll just give them a little bit longer. Whoops, sorry little girl. There you go, free you up here. So we'll give them a little bit longer. Oh, I'm going to replace that lid eventually. All right. So let's get in here. Check this one. This is the one that had so many hive beetles, and I have sweat rolling in my eyes. This is not fun. I just want to check for eggs. Because we gave this hive, oh shoot, I didn't put my beetle blasters back in that colony. I got to remember to do that. That's the only thing I don't really like about them, is you take them out to inspect. You got to remember to put them back in. I'm going to get me some oil boards, I think. We got resources in here, so that's good. Like I said, the resources were kind of thin on some of these colonies, and I wanted to make sure that we got some in there. I want to say, I don't remember if this is the colony that I spotted the virgin queen in or not. I have to look back on my last video. The nail. Whew, it's heavy. Full of nectar. So this one's got some good resources in it. So that's good. eggs yet. Nectar. But we haven't got quite to the center of the cluster yet, so you expect to see eggs and everything towards the cluster. They do build inward, outwardly. Still got some capped brood in there that we had put in this colony. Still no queen siding or egg siding. Egg siding, how about that? Egg sided. I'll get excited if I see eggs. Got a few drones in there. No eggs yet. That's nothing but nectar. You can tell when you lift them up how heavy they are. Nothing but nectar. All right, so we don't have a laying queen in there yet. But it's a lot stronger than it was. So they have rebounded. That's a good thing. From their stint with the hive beetle takeover. I feel so fortunate that we got in here and took care of that early on because the wax moths were already starting to move in. So we got that taken care of. We can just get her to start laying. So I feel like both of these queens are probably still out mating. Blaster. All right, girls, get inside. I want to squish me. All right, I'm going to put the beetle blasters back in this one. Switch out these bricks. We'll turn that one that way. All right, that's all we needed to do today. Let's see. Hive tool, camera. It's nice when all you come out here with is hive tool and camera and smoker. But these girls, I must have run them out of the hive with the smoker. So I may be going to look at evaluate a tree hive today. The guy at the farmer's market yesterday was telling me about. So I don't know if I want to accept that challenge or not. It sounds like it'll be a trap out forced abscond. And I just don't know. Listening to the guys talk about it last night on the stream, just bleh. I've done a cutout and I've done swarm catches, but the forced abscond may take a while. I mean, it may be where I can get over there and check on it every so many days, but I just don't know. So we'll see. Thank you for joining me. We'll check on those queens in another week and see how they're doing. God bless you. Have a great day.